I have $10,000 specifically for nods. What's the best bang for the buck with technology that isn't going to be outdated next year? I would say BNVDs are good. DTMVGs are good. Sentinels are good. You're not going to get into a set of 31s at that price. 31s are going to be higher than that if you can even find them. Problem with Sentinel is there's a supply chain issue going on right now. So I don't know a good place where you can get them. You could try to order them from TNVC. You're going to save money sticking with green instead of going white phos. You can get a higher quality green tube for a cheaper price, or for the same price as a white phos. So, you might get a 1900, 2100 something FOM green set of green tubes, and they might cost the same amount as 1600 FOM white phos tubes, because white phos tubes cost more. But those are arbitrary numbers that I'm just throwing out. I haven't looked at the tube market. This is one of the parts of my business plan where Don Edwards guys have got me beat because of their experience on the retail and government side of actual purchasing, due to their former relationship with TNVC. And then the fact that Don has an AI, Sam, who assembled the actual Sentinels. So the Sentinel housings would come into TNVC, just like I think Hoover was building some, Will at Nightlong Industries. These guys used to all buy Sentinel housings from Adams Industries, and then they would procure tubes on either the primary or secondary market, and they would assemble, purge, and culminate the night vision systems, and then sell them retail. I don't know where these tubes are coming from, man. Like, if you're Will Long, Nightlong Injuries, or if you're Ryan Hoover, or if you're TNVC. I mean, I know where TNVC's tubes come from. I don't know where these guys are getting tubes. I haven't gone onto L3's website to Tubes R Us and seen what they're charging for that product. But I know that on the government side, white phos tubes cost more than green phos tubes of the same FOM level. So you could potentially get some steals and deals in terms of better quality, higher FOM, better work in low light. You have to ask yourself, where are you going to use your nods? If you're a SWAT man working in a major city, you're going to be using your nods in an urban light environment. And even if it's dark as shit and they busted all the street lights out in that hood, you still get the ground effect of the light refracting off the cloud cover and all that. And you're going to have plenty light to make nods of even a pretty low FOM work okay. Where you see the difference in generation and bombs is when you go out onto the back 40 away from the city with no cloud cover and the moon has set and it is dark as. That's when your lower FOM units are going to start to suffer. So if you're wanting these things for nighttime hunting and rural environments and blah, 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 then you might want, if you can find them, a higher FOM green tube for that nod that's going to be used in that purpose. The white phos provide visually, they're easier on the eyes. People perceive the image to look clearer, things like that. So white phos can help you out in the house doing CQB, searching basements, seeing real good contrast to shit, stuff like that. Operating in an urban environment, identifying fools, hiding bushes and stuff like that. That's why the Frenchie tubes, whatever, they're Gen 2s. Photonis. The Photonis tubes, they are the Photonis tubes are they're actually Gen 2, but they're white phos and they look great when you're in a city. They look awesome. They look amazing, man. Um, but they're not even on the same level as an old set of 72 line pair Anvis tubes that either ITT now Harris or L3 could crank out. So um, find your tubes, then worry about what dual tube housing you can afford is probably the best way to go to that, because BNVG versus DTMVG versus whatever versus Sentinel housing. I think there's a lot of personal preference thrown in there. Obviously, I am very, very, very partial to the Sentinel housing when you can find it.